Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a really exciting sampler to share with you guys from Mandala Melts, as you probably saw on the in the title. First of all, I am filming this. I'm just gonna probably put this up a little bit here. I'm filming this obviously behind the camera, but because it's really dark, I just actually take two because we got paged out. I was halfway through making this video and got paged out to the fire hall, so had to start from scratch. You will hear Christmas music in the background going, and that's because, well, it is kind of Christmas in my house and has been for a while, and I started my vacation, and so I'm enjoying it. First of all, okay, so Mandala Melts. I follow Mandala Melts on Instagram and on their Facebook page. As per most vendors, wax vendors, if you follow them on their Facebook page, you're gonna get announcements for like samplers or ready to ship or customs or anything like that. So the best way to be informed is to follow most every vendor on their Facebook page. So, but before we go too much further, I'm not going to show you my address, but I will say that I appreciate getting packing slips in the mail. I really do like that, even though I keep all of my emails from the time that I send, you know, I purchase something like PayPal, the confirmation, the shipping, and yada yada yada. I keep all of that until such time as I received the items, but I still really do appreciate a packing slip. Excuse me, got hiccups. Packing slip. All right, and a little extra that we all got, which was absolutely amazing and totally shouldn't have to do this at all. First of all, there's a little candy back here, a little peppermint. And here it is. It's Happy Holidays, a gift for you. $5 off your next purchase. Use code GIFT5 at checkout. And there's her website there on the bottom. And that'll get us $5 off of our next purchase, which is so super cute. And I really love the clothes peg is even like Christmassy and cute, and I love that. So let's pull that out there. Like so cute. It's magnetic. No, it's not magnetic. That's right. Well, I might have to do that. All right. So first up, the way it was packaged, I was a concern because I'm an international person for Mandala Melts to ship. I am in Canada, and I've been watching everyone's posting their hauls and the cute packaging. Crystal did such an amazing job with packaging. In this particular sampler, I felt she went a little extra above and beyond, and you'll see in a moment here, but I wasn't sure that being that I'm international, I thought maybe it might be a little bit different. I won't get it quite the same, and I'll explain in a minute. But it really did. It was awesome. So first of all, it came in like, I guess it's a regional rate box A is the size box. And what I'll show you next fit in here just perfectly. All this paper fit perfectly across here, was sealed and everything, and it was gorgeous. And as you can see, it's like wait for 25, do not open till Christmas. It's so themed perfectly. I can tell that Crystal loves Christmas. So anyway, and so that was just the box on the outside, and on the inside, now mind you, I've taken everything out of it so far. This is the box it all came in. I just thought this is adorable. It reminds me when I was a kid, or those Happy Meals. Although this is a huge box for a Happy Meal, but you know, with the little handles in it, and when you open up the handles. Now it did come in flat, like it came in, let me see if I can do this here. I think it was like that, flat like that. Because of its shipping, it needed to be flat for shipping reasons. But of course it also has more cool Christmassy grass in there. So super awesome, super cool. I'm gonna put this in the background here. I thought that was absolutely adorable and darling, and I thought that was pretty awesome of her to do. So, all right, so another nice thing that vendors do, not all vendors do, but some do, Crystal does, and she did give us all samples. Now, this is the cute little themed bag that I received my samples in, and I love it. Gingerbread men, or people, and candy canes, and candies, and you know, cookies, and all that stuff. So I love that. And then I got two samples in that bag. And I've also taken out, I'll tell you a second, I've taken this one out so it just saves me some time. So it's Sweet Potato Heaven, which is sweet potatoes and brown sugar pecan and gooey marshmallow and a hint of spice. So I love that she has scent note descriptions and pour dates, so I don't have to do anything, which I normally spend a lot of time doing, like looking up scent note descriptions and so on and so forth when I get items in from vendors. I do not have to do a darn thing with Crystal's packaging at all. So this is a huge cube. I can easily split this in half and do it in two different melts, two separate melts. So this one here, it's got more spice in it. I'm over spice. I'm over cinnamon. I'm over like the cinnamon spice, I guess. And anything that reminds me of Halloween at this point, because I definitely get the sweet potatoes. I definitely get the brown sugar and a hint of spice. So there's a little bit more than a hint to my nose. The gooey marshmallow is lost. Gooey marshmallow generally from most vendors is just a blending scent anyway, and not normally the predominant note. This is a bit sweet for me, but I do, like I say, I do appreciate samples. Vendors do not have to do that. But when they do, it is very much appreciated. So another same size, same big block of awesomeness, smells good, is called Holiday Candy. And it's sweet fruit and tons of sugar. And it's not quite, but darn close to Luscious Snow Fairy. And that's the best way I can describe it. It's definitely, well, it says sweet fruit and tons of sugar. Well, yeah. It's very girly, very sugary. It's not an exact dupe, but it's darn close. So I'm just gonna move this over a little bit and stack things around here. All right, so now we've got, that was just a sample. So we've got 5 scent shots. They're 2-ounce scent shots each. And then I've got a whole bunch of shapes. And what I will show you is the shapes. I have pulled one of the shapes out of its packaging just to save time. So I'm not opening it, crinkling it, making noises. Except for one that actually there were 2 shapes in there, but they were actually 2 different shapes, but you will see that down the road. But we'll go do the scent shots first. We have Sweet Holiday Slumber, Lavender Vanilla, and Sweet Fluffy Marshmallows. Oh my God, you guys, this is so good. It kind of reminds me of her Lavender Sampler, which I absolutely adored. Actually, Lavender Sampler is my #1 so far, and #2 would be Fizzy Pop. I can't remember, this is my 4th or 5th sampler I've purchased so far. This is a good sampler, don't get me wrong, but the slumber, the sleepy time or slumber one was my favorite so far. This is gorgeous. It is definitely a sweet lavender with a fluffy marshmallow, which is a blender, and it's gorgeous. And Rainbow Melts with these scent shots, for the most part, if I find them to be strong right up front, I will split them in half and use them in 2 different melts. I have, however, saved some of these scent shots for my bathroom, which is a smaller little 18-watt melter. And I'll actually cut them so there's 3 pieces and it lasts longer, and it still is so strong. So there you go. You got a Sweet Holiday Slumber. That was gorgeous. Then we have Sparkling Cranberry and Pomegranate. Now I was a little bit concerned. I mean, we all know what we're ordering when we order. She lists what's a part of the sampler. Pomegranate is not normally my favorite. See, there's some luster. That's pretty cool. But I will say the cranberry's tartness comes out a little bit more, which I'm looking forward to melting it to see if that also will ring true when it comes to melting. I'm not as much of a pomegranate fan, but the cranberry does stand out first. So there you go, holiday cheer. Sweet Pink Holiday, Pink Sugar, Frosted Pink Cake, and Vanilla Bean Noel. More luster. So this is not the strongest scent shot on cold so far. It's probably the weakest one so far. It's only 3. This is only the 3rd one, but I definitely get the pink sugar and a little bit of a cake note, but Vanilla Bean Noel is actually not predominant, but you never know when you melt it. And I've said this before, Rainbow Melts throws like crazy, and I've never had a problem. There's no sweet spot with Rainbow Melts, although I find I've been gifted some Rainbow Melts in the past that were with the pour date almost 2 years old, and they kicked my pants, like seriously kicked my butt. So when it comes to strength, so it doesn't really make a difference when it was poured. It does really, really well. Next one up is Red Nose, Tart Cranberries and Glowing Ginger Ale. And you guys, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer right there. I love that she did that. Such a simple, but yet such an effective and cute thing to do. Just put that little candy there in the middle for the red nose. It's beautiful. And this one is one of my favorites, you guys. Of course, I appreciate tart scents especially cranberries at this time of year. And the ginger ale is not super fizzy, but it's definitely ginger ale, and I really like that. It does sort of smell like a punch, a non-alcoholic punch that you might find at a party. And the last scent shot here is probably the weakest one of all of my scent shots. It's Visions of Sugar Plums, Sugary Plums and Cotton Candy Frosting. And I say this weakest because it's not, well, it's not strong. But I don't find plums to be super strong in general anyway. And cotton candy frosting is generally just a blender. Yeah, it's really light. And there's hundreds of thousands, I think is what they call that in the UK. Those little sprinkles. So I like this, but I think it's going to need a lot more cure time. And I'm really hoping that with that cure time, it will kind of develop a little bit better. All right, so let's go into the one that I've actually, the melt that I took both items out of. And that's the Gingerbread Bliss, which is gingerbread brulee and sugar cookie and butter brickle. The reason why I took that out is because I've got this huge melt right here. Look at this guy. Not my gumdrop buttons. It's huge. He's really big. I'll cut this in half. And I got this its little cousin or little brother or sister. And it's super cute. There isn't as much detail on this one, but it's super cute. So there's luster on both of these. And as far as the scent, I definitely get the gingerbread and butter brickle. I don't necessarily get sugar cookie at all. But this is just, it's good. It's a bit on the sweet side. I might be able to get, if I use this one in my bathroom warmer, I probably cut this up twice and get 2 different melts in my warmer. Otherwise, this will be a size for one generous melt in my other melters, but this one I would cut twice. All right. Next up, we have the snowflakes. So this is Mary Berry Zucchini, which is a blueberry, wild berry mousse, and creamy zucchini. So this is what this looks like. Very cool. Oh, I love her zucchini bread. Her zucchini jam is one of my absolute favorite scents that she makes. It's gorgeous. But I definitely get the zucchini up front, and then second and lastly actually is wild berry mousse. I don't get much of the blueberry, which is fine by me, but this is a great combination. Looking forward to melting that. And then, oops, I Smell Snow, fluffy marshmallow and icy peppermint. No luster on this one, just a regular. This is gorgeous, you guys. This is a bedroom melt for me. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. It reminds me a bit of VCS's Central Park Snow Globe in that sense. Icy, definitely an icy peppermint and a fluffy marshmallow to give a little more sweetness, more like a candy cane kind of scent. So I really like this, and it's gonna be great in the bedroom. Tinsel, pomegranate, strawberries, raspberries with a subtle hint of fresh peppermint leaves and fresh vanilla. There we go. Look at that, it's beautiful. I love the color pink. And I don't smell pomegranate. Like, it's not my predominant note, like, scent. Oh, I definitely get the fresh, it says a hint of fresh peppermint. Well, peppermint leaves. Peppermint leaves are actually pretty much near the top for me because it's hard to make peppermint subdued, I think. Definitely get strawberries, raspberries. Yeah, a little bit of raspberry, but definitely that peppermint leaf is coming out of that. So that would also be very good for my bedroom as well. I think that would be a great melt. All right. Then we have Let It Snow, sweet snowy taffy, peppermint swizzle sticks, and frosted white cake. And there is this one here. Gorgeous. Oh, so good. Peppermint swizzle, check. And the frosted white cake, check. I don't necessarily get the sweet snow taffy. I don't necessarily get that at all. But this is also good. And man almighty. It's not peppermint to like keel you over or use when you have a head cold. I'd say the I Smell Snow is more like that, but this is just a nice blended peppermint that I look forward to using one day soon. Then we're onto like a little cookie. So this is Buddy the Elf Diet, which is frosted sugar cookies, sweet marshmallow, and maple syrup. And that is this here. Only a little bit of luster, but it's got like the little carving of a snowman. And I believe, yeah, the other one's just the same carving of a snowman. This one's okay. Now, it's not your typical elf, or sorry, it's not your typical elf morning blend or like elf blend. There's no fizzy pop, like candy canes, candy corn, maple syrup, and sugar. Again, I don't know how I feel about the maple syrup. I'm so over right now. I may change my mind down the road, but like, you know, I might say this for next fall, because to me this is more of a fall scent for the maple syrup. But it is nice, but maple syrup comes out of this so much more than any other scent that I get from it. All right, then we have Son of a Nutcracker. That's right. Brown sugar pecans, praline pound cake, vanilla bean marshmallow. And that is, so it's a fluted tart, really generous again. I definitely get the pound cake, brown sugar pecan, and the vanilla bean marshmallow is just a blender. I don't necessarily pick that out of the lineup, but it's very, very nice. Very, very nice. On the sweeter side, but not as sweet as something with maple syrup in it, but I really like that. It's very good. This one I'm on the fence with because I'm a little disappointed. But that's just me. Holiday Morning, which is described as gingerbread, cronut, butter brickle, and caramel coffee. So they're 2 bunts like this, which are really good. Again, very generous sizes. I don't get any caramel coffee. I get caramel. I don't get any coffee whatsoever. So I'm really hoping that the coffee notes will come out of this once melted, but I'm not getting any coffee, and I love a good coffee scent. And Holiday Morning, like just the title alone, is definitely like, yeah, you want to make sure there's definitely some coffee in there. So borderline too sweet for me. Might melt 1 bun just to see how it does, but it's not a lot of coffee in there for me. The next one is a new shape. It is Snow Angel, and that is strawberry and icy peppermint and cotton candy. It's so cute. Look at that. It's a really decent size. Again, I can split this in half easily. So awesome. Now I do, yes, I'm getting some of the strawberry that's coming out. So there's icy peppermint for sure, and a little bit of the strawberry, and the cotton candy might just be, again, a blender. It's nothing that I can point out and say, yes, it's cotton candy, but really like this one, and it's nice, a little bit of a change from some of the other ones that we were just discussing. And the last melt is out of my genre, is Deck the Halls, described as rich for notes, orange peel, garlands of cranberry, dried lemon slices, golden spun sugar, and a touch of vanilla. So this is the other one. Look at this guy. Super cute. Loving it. I most certainly get the fir notes. Definitely rich fir notes for sure. I don't necessarily get the orange peels. No, it's fir. Maybe some lemon and the fir. That's what I get. I don't necessarily get orange peel, cranberry, spun sugar, and vanilla. It's not a sweet scent. Like, it's not a food scent by any means. It definitely leans more fresh, but it's nice because of all these blends, you know. Everything else so far was very sweet or, you know, pepperminty, that kind of thing. So I'm just gonna pan over here. So there's your samples over there, and that's a stack of 5 actually scent shots, and then there we are. So you guys, thanks very much for watching, and thanks to Crystal for the sampler. Like, I'm paid for the sampler, but thanks for Crystal for her attention to detail. And like I said, this is probably the best like package sampler I have tried so far from Rainbow Melts. But my favorite so far is the Sleepy sampler, followed by the Fizzy Pop sampler. This one's probably being the next one. But I really like everything, and thank you so much again, Crystal, for all of your hard work. And don't know when this is going up, but I hope everyone has a very happy, safe holiday, whatever it is that you celebrate, and that you're safe. Drive safe, don't drink and drive, party safe, you know, all that stuff. But we all want to be able to chat with you when you get back, you know, and after all the holidays are over. So, all right, you guys, as always, be safe, take care, and have fun.